Well, in other news, another Hollywood pedo and mom takes on drag queens. Just another day that ends in Y. I'm Jasper Gonzo, and this is what's next.
This, for the most part, which I think is the fairest way to express it, was fucking trash.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jasper Gonzo here, another episode of What's Next, your daily dose as always. Hope you guys are doing well. In other news, you got another Hollywood pedo, and of course, you have mom taking on drag queens. Let's go. This comes out of Yahoo News, which of course I don't do much on. Former SCRUBS and Californication producer Eric Weinberg charged with 18 counts of sexual abuse and assault. Eric Weinberg, co-executive producer and writer for the 2000 comedy SCRUBS, was arrested again. So of course this is not his first rodeo. On Tuesday, and charged with 18 counts of sexual abuse and assault by the LA County District Attorney's Office. The arrest was made days after, including rape, oral copulation, sexual battery, false imprisonment, assault by means to cause great bodily harm, and 6 counts of forcible penetration by a foreign object. Wow, were filed. He was taken into custody on Tuesday at 2:30 p.m. and he was released. He was released after posting $5 million bail. He caught, well, then again, he is a Hollywood producer, and so he had the money in his couch. District Attorney George Gascon, who is notorious for punishing victims and praising criminals, is expected to hold a press conference later this afternoon to detail the charges against Weinberg, who is also a producer on Showtime's Californication and FX's Anger Management. Weinberg was initially arrested in July over charges including rape, allegedly committed between 2012 and 2019. He was released after posting a $3.2 million bail, and there is Mr. Wonderful himself. At the time, LA Police Department investigators said Weinberg appeared to have targeted women in their 20s and 30s. So let me dial back the pedo, but then again, it is Hollywood. It fits. In grocery stores, coffee shops, and other public places claiming to be a photographer. I'm surprised he didn't just walk up, with a trench coat and flash. He allegedly set up photo shoots with them as residents where he would sexually assault them. Authorities sought additional identified victims as far back as the early 90s, urging them to come forward. The Hollywood Reporter spoke to some of his accusers that ran in a story in September 1st. More than 24 women allegedly the pattern of predatory behavior and misconduct going back decades. Gee, sounds like another, Weinstein, anyone? Some of the allegations as early as 2000 when he worked on SCRUBS, including claims of an inappropriate conduct involving minors. There's the pedo. I dialed it back. I took it back, but no, yes, there is the pedos. Many of the women said Weinberg, who received 5 Emmy nominations for his work on SCRUBS, Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, used his Hollywood resume to establish credibility and then pressured them during shoots to take off their clothes. Shocker! Multiple women allegedly non-consensual sexual activity, and claimed he frequently photographed them during it. Weinberg previously avoided similar charges. He was arrested in 2014 when then 22-year-old Cara Reggie alleged to LAPD that he raped her during a photo shoot at his home. Reggie claimed that Weinberg choked her with one hand and took photos with the other. She told authorities that she thought she may die during the alleged assault. The deputy district attorney at the time declined to prosecute, citing insufficient evidence. But I thought, believe all women. In 2016, law enforcement recommended charges against Weinberg for a different alleged non-consensual sexual encounter with an unidentified woman. Again, the district attorney declined to charge because there was no evidence that the defendant used to force, threats, or intimidation. The Hollywood Reporter story said that Weinberg kept records of his encounters. Gee, I wonder why. In 2008, his then wife, Hillary Bidwell, allegedly found nude photos and papers with names and numbers of hundreds of women, many of them accompanied by locations like grocery stores, libraries, and gyms where they met. He said they were from past head shoots he would do. Then separated again. They separated again after Reki's allegation, but didn't formally divorce. Then in 2020, she started proceedings after a woman reached out to her. Allegedly, Weinberg was inappropriate with her minor daughter. That drove Bidwell to hire a private investigator firm to see what the hell's going on. She discovered a Facebook post by artist Claire Wilson cautioning women against Weinberg, whom she accused of sexually assaulting her after they met on OkCupid. Gee, a website. Other women committed recounting their own alleged encounters with Weinberg. Several accusers have since banded together and retained attorneys. Weinberg denied the allegations, of course he did, previously courtroom. Now we go from that lovely to this lovely. This comes out of the Daily Wire. Mom blasts school board over drag queen shows for high schoolers while wearing the same outfit the dude wore. Nice. Months after an Iowa high school hosted a drag event featuring multiple performers who encouraged students to explore their gender identities, because of course they did, one mother wearing the same outfit as one of the performers blasted school board members over the alleged failure to address parental concerns. As revealed by a previous report by the Daily Wire and Libs of TikTok, the Gay Straight Alliance Club and Anarchy High School invented a drag queen performers in May for their end-of-year meeting without obtaining permission from administrators. One of the drag queens donned a one-shouldered black leotard and long black boots before performing a provocative dance for the kiddies. Kimberly Rex, the founder of parental rights group Iowa Mama Bears, noted during public comments at Monday's school board meeting that officials have neglected to provide results of their investigation. Halfway through her remarks, the mother of 7 removed her sweatpants and jacket to reveal the outfit the drag queen had been wearing. Boom! How you like me now? Oh, this should be fun.
I want to start off with making sure that your online feed is working, because every time I come up here, it seems to not work. Technical difficulties. So making sure that it's still working.
Gee, school board's cutting off microphones and online access? Gee, I wonder why.
After the GSA end of the year drag queen show was brought to your attention, and 128 days after you sent an email explaining to parents that the school was made aware of the unauthorized performance that took place at the King High School, and the whole thing was under investigation. How are we 129 days later and 30 days into the new school year, and we still have not heard any kind of apology from you, nor have we heard a resolution on how you are supposed to make sure that this doesn't happen again on school grounds? Sarah,
shocker.
Your guys ran your campaign on transparency. Where's the transparency in this? How are we going to entrust in you, the board members, to do what is right for us parents and make sure that the kids to know what the how are we going to entrust you and the board members to do what is right if you do not make it inappropriate to our school doing it?
Kimberly, can you address the workplaces?
This is what the man dressed like in front of our kids. So this makes your head spin. This pisses you off in any way, shape, or form. It should. Because I'm embarrassed to stand here in the outfit that I am in today, but I have a point to prove, and that is that this outfit should not be ever accepted in our schools anyway.
Tell him, Mom. Tell him. Preach. Preach.
That prohibited a child to walk into our school dressed this way. An adult can walk in here and do the same thing. An adult can get stuck through the back door and let in to do another performance like this unless you make a policy to stop it today. And this is what we need to do. We need to come together as a community and stop what just is happening, what's happening in our schools.
Exactly.
This guy had no background check. Because if he did, and you guys saw this, you would clearly see.
Oh, just because, come on. Listen, lady. Just because he dresses up, in drag and looks like an ass clown, doesn't mean he's going to be a threat to your kids.
This is not okay. This is not okay for you to see. This is not okay for our kids to see. And I hope to God you guys do the right thing and you put it into it. You make a public apology to us parents who have to have our kids sit there and go through this. Because this is wrong.
On the Hollywood Pedo, As I started to go into the story, I kind of dialed it back, but then I was just like, okay, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. There it is. Yeah, there it is. You know, playing with minors. There is the pedo. This piece of garbage, Weinberg, another piece of trash, arrested previously on similar charges. The charges that were racked up against him. Absolutely insane. But then again, I'm not surprised that he was released or allowed to be released, allowed to post bail. $5 million and then $3.2 million. But then again, I'm not surprised. It is LA County and the notorious asswipe that is George Gascon. But again, when you have Hollywood preaching to you for so many years that we know what's best, we will talk to you about ethics and morals when you have someone like, I don't know, Weinstein running around doing the same exact thing as this douchebag did. And then finally got called on it 30 plus years later when you had those in Hollywood kissing his ass, you know, during the whole Me Too thing. And then you have this mother, this concerned mother in Iowa. After a drag show, not the first time, but the second time without the school board signing off on it, without the school signing off on it, and without parents' notification. Doing this shit, this trash in front of kids. Again, another school, another city, another groomer. Again, it's getting to a point where it's not shocking anymore. That's the bad thing. Because if it starts to get mundane, if it starts to go, quote unquote, be normal, that's a danger. And parents need to continue to fight, like this parent did when she made an example by wearing the same exact hideous clothing that this dude wore in front of little kids. There's not enough Matt Walshes out there. There's not enough Matt Walshes out there, or Steven Crowder, or Andrew Clavens, Ben Shapiro's, others, Tucker Carlson's, Steve Deace, Glenn Beck's. It's got to be from the local up. It's got to be from the ground up. So continue to fight, parents. Continue to fight, because this is everywhere. And sadly, with the hospitals cutting off Johnny and Susie, and politicians who are supporting this, and the media who is waving pom-poms into how wonderful, tranny madness is, shit's got to stop. Because all this ties together. The douchebag in the beginning of the story and this story. They all tie together, because at the end of the day, it's evil. It's demonic. And your kid's life literally hangs in the balance. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more shows like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.